Hello students, let us learn general science from the book Science Squad for class 5. Today we shall go for chapter 14, microbes and communicable diseases. In this chapter we shall discuss about microbes and its types. We shall learn about germs and infections, communicable diseases, spreading of communicable diseases, and prevention of communicable diseases. Along with this, we will be learning about oral dehydration solution and the methods to prepare the solution. Let us begin the chapter. Microbes or microorganisms, that is, they are very small living beings which are found everywhere in the air, water, soil, food, inside or outside the body of animals. They can be seen only under a microscope. They can do all the essential functions of life. They grow, reproduce and multiply rapidly in large numbers within a very short time if they find enough food, moisture and suitable temperature. Microbes may be useful or harmful for man. Harmful or disease-causing microbes are called germs. Let us learn about different types of microbes. The first type of microbes is bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled plants which may be round, rod-like or spiral in shape. They cause diseases like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. The second type of microbes is virus. These viruses are much smaller than bacteria and can be seen only with the help of electron microscope. They are filterable. They become active only on entering a living body. They cause flu or influenza, rabies, measles, smallpox, etc. The next type of microbe is protozoa. Protozoa are much bigger than bacteria. They are single-celled animals. Amoebic dysentery is caused by the protozoan amoeba, while malaria is caused by protozoan plasmodium. The next type of microbe is fungi. Fungi are very small non-green plants which grow on decaying matter. They are larger than bacteria. They cause ringworm. Let us now learn about germs and how they cause infection. Germs are parasites which can enter an animal body and grow on healthy cells. Germs usually enter our body through the nose, mouth, broken or cut skin. When germs start to multiply, grow and affect our body, we will call it as infection. White blood cells, that is WBC, fight the germs. Immunity is the resistance of our body to the infection. Communicable diseases. The deviation from the normal form or functions of our body or its parts is called a disease. When the disease caused by the germs easily passes on from sick person to a healthy one, we will call the disease as infectious or communicable disease. Communicable diseases generally spread in many ways. The diagram shows germs spread through direct contact, through air, food and water, sharing the objects and by insects. Let us learn about this in detail. Spread of communicable diseases. By air. Coughing or sneezing of a sick person releases germs in air. These germs spread in air and enter a healthy person when he breathes in. Diseases like cough, cold, flu, smallpox and measles spread through air. By direct contact. When a healthy person comes in direct contact with a diseased person or their clothing, articles, etc., the diseases such as influenza, smallpox, measles, ringworm, cough, and common cold spread by direct contact method. By food and water. Many germs contaminate food and water. Diseases like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, dysentery, jaundice, and food poisoning spread by contaminated food and water. Milk from infected cows may also cause infection. Through cuts in the skin. Many germs enter our body through injuries or cuts in the skin. Diseases like tetanus spreads through this method. By insects. Diseases like malaria, plague and sleeping sickness are caused by biting of mosquito, flea and tsetse fly respectively. That is, malaria is caused by mosquito, plague is caused by flea and sleeping sickness is caused by tsetse fly. Malarial parasite are carried by the female Anopheles mosquitoes. The disease is transmitted to the healthy person from the sick ones when the mosquitoes bite them to suck the blood. The common houseflies and cockroaches carry germs from the animal discharge and other waste to the food materials. These food materials may cause many diseases of which cholera is most common. By pets. Rabies, which is also known as hydrophobia, is a dangerous disease which affects central nervous system, is caused by a virus. The germs are transmitted to the man by the bite of a rabid animal like a dog. Through carriers. Sometimes healthy and strong persons may also carry germs of some diseases like typhoid, dysentery, and smallpox. These persons are called carriers. Such carriers do not develop disease in themselves but may transfer the germs of diseases in those who comes in contact through soil. When a person walks barefoot on soil, hookworm larvae may enter through his skin and carried by blood streams. Prevention of communicable diseases. By stopping the breeding of germs and insects. This can be done by drinking water should be filtered, boiled or chlorinated and kept safely stored. Boiling of milk is done to kill the germs it contains. Keeping the water and food well covered and clean. Most of the germs die when exposed directly to fresh air and sunlight. So, ventilate the house well to let fresh air and sunlight come in. Expose clothes and bedding to fresh air and sunlight from time to time. Use covered dustbins to prevent the breeding of flies. Windows should have wire screens to keep them away. Toilets and bathrooms should be cleaned and washed with disinfectants like phenyl or Dettol. Disinfectants are germ killers. Water should not be allowed to collect or near the house. Kerosene oil can be sprayed on the standing water if any. This prevents mosquitoes laying eggs. By preventing the spread of germs from the sick. Let us learn how we prevent this. Patients suffering from communicable diseases should be kept in a separate room. His clothes and utensils should be kept separate and should be disinfected. Children suffering from the communicable diseases should not be sent to school until fully recovered. Mosquito net and mosquito repellent like Odomos and Goodnight must be used to keep away the mosquitoes. Let us learn about vaccination. Resistance to disease-causing germs is called immunity. The method of developing immunity, that is known as immunization, is done by vaccination. Vaccination is a small dose of a particular disease-causing germs and is injected in a healthy person. His body cells then builds up a defense or resistance against the disease-causing germs. Dr. Edward Jenner invented vaccine for smallpox in 1798. There are certain diseases for which all should be immunized in the childhood. Let us learn about the dosage of vaccination in the childhood. At the birth, the name of vaccine is BCG. It is done to prevent the disease tuberculosis. It is a vaccine for tuberculosis. 6th week, let us learn about dosage of vaccination given during our childhood. During birth, We are provided with vaccine BCG for the disease tuberculosis. Around 6 weeks to 9 months, triple antigen, that is DPT, 3 doses at intervals of 4 to 6 weeks, polio vaccine, 3 doses at intervals of 4 to 6 weeks are given. This DPT prevents diseases such as diphtheria, whooping cough, and tetanus, along with polio. During 9 to 12 months, measles vaccine are given. The vaccine prevents the disease measles. At the age of 16 months to 2 years, DPT and polio booster dose are given. At the age of 5 to 6 years, typhoid vaccine of about 2 doses are given. This prevents the disease typhoid. Around 10 years, tetanus toxoid is given to prevent the disease tetanus. Oral rehydrating solution. In diarrhea, much liquids are passed out from the body. This excessive loss of water and minerals is called dehydration. It may lead to death if not cured. Rehydration means to compensate for the water and mineral loss. Oral rehydration solution is given to save the child. Let us now learn the preparation of ORS, that is oral rehydrating solution. It is prepared as follows. 1 liter of filtered water is boiled and cooled. 1 level teaspoonful of common salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 8 heaped teaspoons of sugar is dissolved in this water. Drops of lemon juice may be added for taste. It should not be kept for more than 12 hours. Let us have chapter recap. Microbes are very small living beings which can be seen only under a microscope. Disease-causing microbes are called germs. It includes bacteria, viruses, protozoa, and fungi. When germs enter our body, it begins to grow, multiply, and affect us. This is called infection. A disease which is caused by the germs and can be transferred from a sick person to a healthy person is called an infectious disease or a communicable disease. Communicable disease spread by direct contact, air, water, food, insects, cuts in the skin, pets, and soil. To prevent communicable diseases, breeding and spreading of germs should be stopped and healthy person should be immunized. This ends chapter 14.